Well, I had 2 jobs. My first 2 jobs happened at the same time. I worked at a daycare, and I worked at what I would consider like the generic version of Chuck E. Cheese, which was called Play Space, and it was Chuck E. Cheese but with a space theme. I did birthday parties. It was lots of kids around. I think it scarred me for life from ever having kids, I'm pretty sure. I used to sell insurance, so that was boring. No offense to anyone who sells insurance. But, and it doesn't pay that well, so I needed another job. So I worked at Misha's other business, the salon, on the weekends. And he would always come in so excited talking about his other company. And he would be like, oh, e-boost this and e-boost that. And he was always, Misha, very excited about everything. I don't know, one day I just like had enough of selling insurance and gotten everything I could have out of working at the salon, and I just asked him like, hey, is eBoost hiring? Because I've been listening to you talk about it for a year. I'd love to like check it out, and luckily they were. Wow, if I could have a drink with anyone in the world. My grandpa, who died when I was 4.
What drink would you have?
I don't know, something like grandpa approving. What a grandpa's drink, I don't know, scotch or something. I would probably want to take him somewhere like important to me. So maybe here at eBoost or at school. If you could drink at eBoost or at school, that's what I would do. If I was going to take my grandpa to eat a California burrito, I would take him to actually the Santanas that used to be a Rally's by our old office. Like, yeah, they make amazing California burritos. Lolita's in Chula Vista, however, could tie for first. Whatever was closer. Well, this time last year, my biggest worry was running for president of AKSI. So I had to be like prepared to be a good leader and all of that. So that was my biggest concern at that point. But as the semester progressed, I really I grew a lot as a leader. I made a lot of friends. I was challenged a lot by the people in that group in AKSI, which really tested me as a leader and as a person. Well, I joined because I felt like I wasn't taking college seriously as like a college experience. I went to community college and I worked full time, so I didn't ever do anything at college. I didn't know anybody. I never bothered to talk to anybody. So I joined for that reason, to like just meet people and have more of a college experience. But I stayed because I saw that it pushed me a lot as a person, and people started to look up to me, and by me pushing myself, they pushed themselves. So I was able to learn a lot and teach at the same time, which was really cool. I would say like fall semester, I wasn't really as committed at eBoost as I was to school in AKSI, but as the spring came through, I left AKSI, I went early alumni so that I could focus, and I just gave everything to learning and being really present at eBoost and really trying to show my peers here that I could be a leader and that I was at their level as well, because I had already sort of had that respect in AKSI, but it didn't really exist here because I hadn't really shown it. And that was hard to sort of balance with planning a wedding, because most of the spring is when the planning went on, just because as it gets closer, that's when you do everything. So last year was a lot about balancing different things and keeping different things priorities at different times. If I had to give someone advice that's going to go through the year that I just went through, I would say make sure you know what you want, and if anything's in your way, just get it out of your way, because there's too many things that can get in the way of your goals, and when you're trying to balance that much, any little thing can throw you off track. So stay focused. Also make sure you're doing it for you, not for anybody else. And good luck. Get lots of sleep. Hi, my name is Amber Scott, and you can find me solving business problems and leadership problems here at 7125.